Welcome back, Life Scientists. This is day 2 of week 6. We're going to continue on with biomes and adaptations in LS.9A and C. So here's the agenda for today. First, we're going to pull out those student workbooks. Second, you're going to scroll to the beginning of day 2 in your workbooks. And then third, you're going to be looking at this video. Feel free to pause at any time to make sure that you have everything set, everything ready to go before you continue on. Number 4, we're going to be taking notes on adaptations using the video on the next slide. Number 5, I'm going to give you a very short recap of adaptations. Number 6, we're going to be taking notes on biomes and adaptations for those biomes with the instructions that I give you to access a presentation moving forward. Number 7, I'm going to give you a preview of the Exploring Biomes activity using Google Maps. And then lastly, we're going to go over day 3 material. Let's go. This is a section of your student workbook that you should be on right now. We're going to be using this chart to take notes using the video on animal adaptations by Scholastic. To the left, you're going to see your terms, adaptation, physical characteristics, and inherited behaviors. You're going to see space for your definitions and your examples. Now, after you filled out the chart, I want you to answer this question on the bottom. What adaptations would you find in organisms living in aquatic ecosystems that you would not find in organisms in terrestrial ecosystems and vice versa? So let's get started. This video is about 4 minutes long, I believe. Again, it's by Scholastic. I hope you enjoy. 3 minutes long.
Look at all these butterflies! I've never seen this many at once. Yeah, there've been a ton of them lately. Must be the time of year that they migrate. Zoe, butterflies don't migrate. Monarch butterflies do. Really? Why? Well, migration is an adaptation for monarch butterflies. An adaptation is a change a living thing goes through so it fits better with its environment. But I thought adaptations were physical. Well, some adaptations are physical, but others are behavioral. Physical adaptations happen when organisms gradually develop physical characteristics that help them survive. The bright orange color of these butterflies is a physical adaptation. The bright color warns predators that the butterfly is poisonous to eat. Colors can make snapping a pick pretty difficult too. When colors help an animal blend into its surroundings, they're called camouflage. Camouflage is a physical adaptation that allows an animal to hide from its enemies or from its prey. Tiger's stripes are camouflage. So is the color of a deer. What about chameleons? They can actually change colors. Yep, that's a great example. So, is color the only physical adaptation? No way! Lots of physical traits are adaptations, like lungs and limbs in amphibians. How else would they survive on land? Well, millions of years ago, amphibians were underwater animals. The lungs and limbs they have today are adaptations that happened over a very long time. As their environment changed, they were forced to adapt. When organisms pass on important traits that help them survive to the next generation, it's called natural selection. The needed traits are selected and passed on, and other traits that aren't needed gradually disappear over time. Cool. So, if those are all physical adaptations, what are adaptations like migration called? Oh yeah, adaptations like migration are called inherited behaviors, or instinct. Inherited behaviors are actions, things organisms do to maximize their survival. The butterflies migrate to survive? Yep. Butterflies migrate to warmer climates where they can survive and find more food. Birds migrate too. Even some kinds of fish, like salmon, migrate. Are there other inherited behaviors? Yeah, hibernation is an inherited behavior. So is playing dead. Playing dead? That's right. Animals, like the possum, play dead to protect themselves when a predator is near. They freeze. Freeze! Wow, great pick. Yep, thanks. I think I get adaptations now, too. Organisms improve their chances of survival in certain conditions through adaptations. Some adaptations are physical, and some are behavioral. Adaptation doesn't happen overnight. It takes many generations to occur. Through natural selection, organisms pass down the traits that increase survival to future generations, while less useful traits aren't passed on and eventually disappear. Nice work, Mia. You rocked that. Thanks. All it took was a little focus.
And with focus, you can get the job done. Okay, so on to the next thing. The biggest takeaway from this video is that adaptations are characteristics or abilities that help an organism survive in their own environment. Take these two examples. You have your chameleon to your left and then the jaguar to your right. Now, the chameleon has the ability to change its colors with its surroundings so that way it can continue to stay camouflaged, hiding away from predators or even being able to easily sneak up on prey. Now, to your right, you have a jaguar in water. Jaguars are actually one of the most, if not the most aquatic of all of the large cats found in this world. It has the ability, in captivity, to hold its breath for 30 seconds underwater, as well as to continue hunting underwater. So let's move on to looking at other adaptations in the many biomes found in our planet. So with our notes, this is the one about a variety of biomes found on our planet and the adaptations organisms possess that allow them to better survive there. Here are your instructions. You're going to be using the link found on the page that starts with Day 2 Continued in your student workbook to get to the presentation. Second, I want you to fill in the chart for each respective biome using the presentation. Third, I want you to hold on to your notes, study them, and then practice for your Day 3 activities and any material moving onward. Sorry, I was blocking the last word a little bit. Now we're going to be looking at this section of your student workbook for your biomes and adaptations notes. On the very top, you're going to see the title Day 2 Continued. Right underneath it, you're going to be clicking this link titled Biomes and Adaptations Lecture. This is going to bring you to a Google Slides presentation. It's view only, but you're going to be using that information on each of the lecture slides to fill in these charts found in your workbook. Now, every chart has their own different biome. So this one, for example, has the tundra, which you're going to be filling in the plants found in the tundra, animals found in the tundra, a short description of that biome, and then I'm giving you space to include those organisms and their adaptations found in each slide, like this, for example. So notice that in the very first slide for every biome, you're going to see quick details about it. The location, plants, so some example plants found in this biome, and then some example animals found in this biome. To your right, you are going to see a short description about what that biome is like. And then pages moving forward, you're going to look at different organisms, plant and animal, sometimes even fungi later on in your presentation. And then you're going to read through about these adaptations. Here's my example about the snowshoe hare. The snowshoe hare has the ability of changing the color of their fur. Now, with this ability, it allows them to camouflage with their surrounding environment better, just like the chameleon, to hide from predators. When the seasons change to spring and summer, the snowshoe hare turns from this white to a reddish brown like this. You're going to be looking at many different adaptations in the slides moving forward. And of course, if you want your own copy of this presentation, you can always make that copy in your Google Drive. Have it saved there and you can edit it as much as you want. Now, for the preview of the Exploring Biomes activity using Google Maps. Once you click the link at the very bottom of your student workbook, you're going to be brought to another Google Slides presentation, this one being your Google Maps activity. You're going to be given very straightforward instructions on how to use Street View on Google Maps to see these biomes and to just imagine what it would be like to be there. Now, your instructions will look like this for you to read through and click through. I will show you an example now. Now, during this time, I'm going to go through the instructions for how to explore the tundra, so that way you know and have a sense of what you are going to be doing for this activity. So before actually going through this activity and showing you what the tundra looks like once I explore, here are the instructions for all of this activity. First, you're going to make a copy of this document. As this document is only view only, once you make that copy and save it in your Google Drives, you can make any edits, write down your responses and your answers within this activity yourself. On the Explore slides, you will follow links that will bring you to locations on Google Maps. Look around and record your observations of the biome. These observations will help you with the next part of the activity. Third, on the Identify slides, you will use what you've learned to guess what biome you are looking at. So let's go through the Explore Tundra slide. So we're here now. I'm going to read through these instructions. Click on the word Explore in the header to travel to the biome. Click and drag your mouse to look around. As you can see, I'm in the tundra now. I'm exploring. I have a 360 view of where I'm at. And then once you make your copy, record your observations down here below. And that's the explore section of the tundra. Let's get back to our presentation. So we're at the very last part of day 2's presentation. These are the day 3 things. Check out the Legends of Learning playlist on adaptations and biomes using the teacher code NunezJ1. And then lastly, have fun and play around with the biomes and adaptations gym kit. Share your work to my email address, jnunez@rvaschools.net, so that way I can showcase it for next week's videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.